And again, you want to go to data analysis. Under data tab, there's a data analysis. And then under that, there's a correlation. Basically, what it does is that calculate the cross calculation, all the calculation parameters among these three columns. And you will see what I mean. Click OK, and input data range. I'm going to do that again anyway. So say I want to find the calculation of all these three columns. So I highlight that area, and then of course I want to tell it where I want to put that result here, and then click OK. See what it does? It tells you the R value, column 1 between column 2, and that's column 1 between column 3, and that's column 2 and column 3. See how easy that is? You don't really need to do that thing for scatter plots. If you just are interested in R value, you can do this. Cross correlation.
Can you do it one-to-one?
Sure. Data analysis, correlation, hit OK, and then input range. Highlight the area.
Should we do it for all measurements or just for three?
I'm just showing something.
Oh no, I'm asking if you want it to go three or you want it for all measurements.
Depends on your questions. I don't really remember. I'm just showing things. I'm not doing something making sense now, but.
What'd you do?
Oh, I was doing the sort stuff and I gave up.
Can you be a little bit, tuned down, okay? Next, descriptive stats. All right. It's the same place. You go to data analysis and descriptive statistics and hit OK. Again, it's going to ask you input range. And then if you want to know year length, okay, you highlight this column and output range. You always want to tell it where you want to have your output. Then you click here and OK. Please. Okay, so I want the summary statistics. You have to tell it what results you want. So I forgot to click this, summary statistics, and then click OK. See, it reports you the mean, standard error, standard deviation, etc., for this column. So here you have an idea what's the minimum, what's the maximum, and your standard deviation. Everyone sees that?
And only gives it for that one column that you highlight, right?
Yes,
okay.
yes. And actually, good point. You can do the whole thing. Like, if you want to first, then input area, you can highlight the whole area. And then you click here. You want to do the same thing? Okay. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Highlight the whole area. So instead of doing it one column by one column, see, you can do it together at the same time. So that's your first column, mean, etc. The second, third, fourth, fifth. It's very fast. And so this will be helpful for the next step. I hope I have that there. To do normalization, you remember the way to do it is to add a constant and then take log. And the reason you have to do that is because certain values are outside the range of your mean minus 2 times standard deviation and mean plus 2 times standard deviation. So this will be helpful. For example, I have no idea what first column is, but let's take a look. So this is mean. And this is your, I'll just bold these so you can see better. Where's your standard deviation? Standard deviation, okay. So if I want to know the range, Excel does all these things, like mean minus 2 times this value. That's just, how can I call it? Range low, and then range high. All these are for the first column. I don't have the best format, but you can work on something more beautifully. But like similarly, you just equal and then equal what? Mean plus 2 times standard deviation. Okay, so this is the range where all your data should be lying in. If that's the case, then your data is not really is normalized, but you can at least process it accordingly.
However,
see the minimum is smaller than 4.77. That means you need to do that. Does everyone see that here? The low range, your minimum is smaller, even smaller than the low range. So that's not right. What you need to do for the first column is, I'll just insert the column here, equal log, parenthesis. I really shouldn't do that because it's only here. So let's just do this. Left and left minus right. Excel does this. Left minus right. And then when it's across, you double click. So Excel does all the calculation for you. And then what
Can you show that again, how you did that? The left minus the right?
Equals
Enter the
this minus that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I take the, but
And
you know, it really doesn't matter because you're going to, add 10 as the constant. So to do the log transformation equals log parenthesis 10 plus this number, right? And then parenthesis. And then again, when it's across, double click. Oh, because I have blank here. You don't really see my hand. I have blank here, so it doesn't do that. You just drag it down. That's your log transformed. Log transformed. And whether you need to do this or not is the way that how I just showed on the different column, of course. But that's how you decide if you want to do the log transformation.
How did you do it again?
Do which? Log transformation? You highlight the cell where you want to have that, and then equal log LG parenthesis the cell plus 10 parenthesis.
There we go.
Then hit enter. It's very